We've had Exile Island, Ghost Island, Redemption Island, Extinction Island, the Island of the Idols. There have been many twists in the 50 seasons of Survivor. Some of them we have not liked. And on today's show of Survivor Squared, myself, Tony Squares, my co-host Bailey Buffs, we are going to give you the worst 10 twists in Survivor history. We've gone through them all. We've actually already done a best 10 twists in Survivor history list. It's on the channel right now if you want to go check that out. If you want to give us a like, if you want to give us a subscribe, we truly appreciate it. Help this channel grow. But today, it's dedicated for one thing and one thing only, and that's the worst of the worst of the worst of the worst. And there are many bad ones, Bailey. There are many bad ones out there, and I got to bring in my co-host to break it all down, my day one, my number one Alliance member. Come on in, Bailey Buffs. Let's figure out how we screw over Survivor with some of the worst ideas that they've ever had.
You know it's my favorite show in the world, but we all make mistakes. We all make bad choices sometimes, and it's our duty as fans to call them out.
Absolutely. We have many mistakes on this list. Listen, I understand sometimes you got to try and change the game up. You got to try and flip it around. You got to try and make advances in the gameplay. Them adding a hidden immunity idol in season 11 changed the game forever, and mostly in a good way. Them trying to advance the idol's powers, maybe not so much, and that might appear a little bit later on our list. But for the most part, the twists have been good and fun and engaging and interesting. And again, that's why we made a best of list. This is the ideas that should have been scrapped from the word go, from the jump. And we have twists that happened in the first few seasons. We have twists that happened in the recent new era version of the seasons. We have twists from all over the place. Twists as big as the entire season's gimmick themselves, the entire season theme, or twists that were just one episode and never heard from again. Me and Bailey went through all of them to get this top 10, this bottom 10 list to you. And just like the top 10 list, it is infallible. It cannot be duplicated. It cannot be changed. It is the number one list, and you will not have a single disagreement in it. Bailey has her 5, I have my 5, and together we will make a bottom 10 list. Bailey started off the top 10 list, so if you're okay, Bales, I'm going to start off the bottom 10 list and leave you with the number one selection at the end.
Take it away.
Is that all right? Okay.
Take it away, Tone. I love that idea.
The 10th worst twist in Survivor history is also one that left us with one of the most memorable twists in Survivor history, one of the most memorable characters. She was only on screen for a fleeting moment, and yet she is in my heart forever. For as the boat took her away, she screamed to her compatriots and said, "Have a good one, guys."
Have a good one, guys.
Wanda from season 10, Palau. Palau is one of my favorite underrated seasons, and Wanda is sent home before the game even begins because the 10th worst twist in Survivor history is the first impression vote-off. They've done this a few times. They did it, I believe, in Blood versus Water, where Rupert and his wife get separated, and then Rupert takes her place on Redemption Island instead. They voted Candace off, and her husband-to-be doesn't take her place. Like, I hate first impression vote-offs because it's so unfair to the people that get voted off. They don't even get a chance to play. They go through all of the auditions, they go through all of the callbacks, they go through all of the vetting, they go through all like the health checkups, they're flown out to whatever island they're on for Survivor, they stay in Ponderosa for as long as they can to get through that section to get into the game, and then before the game even starts, Bailey, they're told to pack up and either go home or go to Redemption Island.
Couldn't agree more. I hate it. I think it's so rude. I think it's so juvenile. The way that they're chosen to be voted off is so silly. It's, yeah, it sucks. I mean, it's just a crappy twist that really screws over two people for no reason who don't deserve it.
So then, Bailey, what is the 9th worst twist in Survivor history?
This was really only introduced in more new era stuff. It is a twist, on a classic twist, I will say. So we obviously have all seen and are very familiar with Beware advantages. Fine. But seasons 41, 42, and 43, we had the Beware advantage with secret phrases. And what an absolute shite show that was.
Broccoli are just small trees.
Said I truly believe that butterflies are dead relatives saying hi.
If it had just been a word or two, maybe it'd be a little bit easier, but the phrases that they use are so stupid. Our butterflies are just our dead relatives coming to say hi. No one would say that. It's the stupidest, dumbest twist, and the part about it too is if one of the people of the three camps hasn't found it yet, then you just look like an idiot saying the same catchphrase at every freaking challenge. And then, of course, after 3 seasons of doing it, you can't do it anymore because then people pick up on it. And if someone says a weird out-of-pocket phrase, they're going to know what it is. So dumb, never worked, didn't like it, get rid of it, never bring it back.
The way you made that statement, Bailey, it makes me feel like a goat on AstroTurf, okay? I am right there with you with how terrible the triple idol sayings are. I agree with you wholeheartedly. I am watching all of these seasons for the first time. I am catching up slowly to season 50. We are in the new era right now, right in the heart of it. And so I just happened upon all of these seasons with these new twists and advantages thrown into the game all at once. Just a barrage of twists. Some I like, some I don't like. The triple idol being one of them. It felt like during COVID, Survivor producers just all got into a Zoom call for a week and every idea was accepted. Everything that everyone thought of was accepted and thrown into the game. And this idea, just like you said, once people know how to play, it's over. And the fact that they bring it back for 43 is terrible because people know that it's over. The sayings are stupid. They're not fun. You can't weave them into, like, I feel like broccoli's growing on the top of my head. Potatoes have skins. Humans have skin. Am I a potato? Like, I know them all because I'm watching them right now. None of them make sense. They're all stupid. They're all meant to kind of make that tribal situation as awkward as possible. And I understand the sentiment of the idea where 3 people from different tribes have to find the idol and they're only unlocked if all 3 find them. I understand that sort of like video game aspect of unlocking this idol. I get that and I appreciate that. I think this is handled poorly and I'm happy it comes in 9th worst on our list. But the 8th worst. The 8th worst twist in Survivor history is not just a twist, it's an entire theme of an entire season. Bailey, I strongly believe that Survivor is a game where you only lose one way. It's when you get voted out. And yes, they had the outcast tribe in Pearl Islands where Burton and Lil come back into the game, and I really enjoyed that because it was the first time we saw it, and it was just really interesting in why it was handled. But if you get voted out, and instead of leaving, you're sent to Redemption Island, where you continuously have chances to get back into the game until the final 5. I will never agree that Redemption Island is something that should happen in a game of Survivor. Redemption Island is the 8th worst twist in Survivor history. Bailey, you're nodding your head.
Number 1.
That was number 1? That was number 1?
Number 1 was Exile/Redemption Island.
Wow.
Get the hell out of here. If you're out, you're out. You're done. I get it.
Yeah.
And I know that there are subtle differences in the exile versus the redemption. I understand that. I get that you can go to redemption, just to try to find the idols. There's still gameplay involved, whatever. I get it. I think it's so stupid. Just one testament to Natalie, that one season that girl was on that island the whole time and she fought her way back at the very end.
You're talking about Extinction as well as Redemption. Gotcha. So I have them separate. I have them separate. They're both on my list. I have Redemption and I have Extinction both on my list. So I'm right there with you on both of them. Redemption Island is stupid, and then the next level, Extinction Island, is even stupider. Redemption Island, at least every week you're up for a challenge where you lose, you go home. So it's not like you get voted off and then you just sit there until the merge. And if you lose that one, you're still alive. Don't worry about it. You're sitting there until the final 5. The fact that Chris, I forget his last name, wins his season, his Edge of Extinction season, because he just enters the game when there's 6 people left, even though he's voted out 3rd. The worst. Extinction Island is worse and separate, but worse than Redemption Island, in my opinion. We put Redemption 8th. I'm going to put Extinction 7th because it comes on the list so early, even though you have it a lot higher. We'll get to the top of the list. Just know the hate in our hearts for both Extinction and Redemption. Bailey, I think you agree.
It's so real. It's just silly. I get what they were going for, but again, I'm a purist. If you get voted off, you're voted off. That's how it works. There was a reason. That was your time. Goodbye. See you later. See you never. I don't want to see you again. And it is stupid sitting on a freaking island for 20 days, virtually doing nothing, not doing any gameplay. And then you get back in and you win. Nah, it's BS. It's not. I just, yeah. Anyway, sorry. I'm really upset
Nope.
about it, clearly. I didn't think I had so much emotion towards it.
I hate it, Bailey. I think it's the right amount of emotion. So, 10th on our list in the worst twists in Survivor history is the first impression vote outs. 9th is the triple idol phrases. 8th is Redemption Island, followed by 7th, Extinction Island. Bailey, I know I just took one of yours, so I'll go again, and hopefully I don't take another one, because the 6th worst twist in Survivor history, it came for the first time in season 41. It also happened in season 42. It is the do or die challenge, where if you're the first person to lose an individual immunity challenge, you, instead of participating in the vote, play a game of, I don't know, find the hidden shell, where they put the shell underneath one thing and they move it all around, and then suddenly you need to find out where it is. I've only seen it 2 times in my rewatches here. Both of the do or die challenges didn't die. They both correctly picked the flame casket over the 2 skull caskets. How unbelievable odds to that happening. But it was such, if they had gone home because of that, neither of whom end up winning their seasons. One does make it to Final Tribal. If they had gone home due to a carnival game of chance, where they had there's no skill involved in that. There's absolutely no way you can use your wit, any social skills, any physical skills, any tools you need in your Survivor tool bag are thrown out the door when you're playing a stupid-ass game of chance like the do or die game. I'm happy this made the list. It was on my honorable mentions, but since we need a spot filler, the do or die twist is 6th on our list.
Honestly, Tony, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about it. Even in doing research on all of this, like, I don't even think that popped up in my research. So when you brought that up, I was like, oh yeah, I hated that. Another twist that I hated that thankfully has only been used in 2 seasons. It was only used in seasons 41 and 42. And I think they quickly realized how silly it was. And I'm sure this might be on yours. But the stupid hourglass advantage.
Okay, this could make my game or break my game, but at least I'm playing for me. I smashed the hourglass and I changed the course of history.
They get to choose if they want to turn back time.
Yep.
And they can undo the results of the previous challenge and replace their team as the winning team. Pointless in my brain, honestly. I just think it's a pointless twist. It's a pointless advantage. It serves virtually no purpose other than watching someone who's anxiety-ridden already just stress out about nothing for 10 minutes on our screen.
What it does is it makes the challenge that we just spent 20 minutes watching completely pointless. Both seasons, the people that won the challenge now are losers. The people that got immunity now are going to Final Tribal. And the 5 people that lost, no, don't worry, they're safe. They make the merge. Yes, the people that won got a feast, got a merge feast, but now they're going to immunity. Now they haven't had the time to be able to scramble and try to whip up votes. Now their stuff is completely changed through no power of their own. I understand Survivor loves chance. Survivor loves putting things out there and making these people deal with it. Would you rather be up for getting voted out, or would you rather have immunity? That is the decision about the hourglass. It's you being selfish over yourself. Hey, I didn't get to play. Hey, I'm sent to exile. Hey, I have a chance to get immunity. Hit the glass. Not even a second thought about what the repercussions is. I'm still in the game. Hit the glass. And the other people get thrown under the wagon wheel as it gets rolled over them. It is the stupidest challenge twist. I am so happy it comes in 5th on our list. That was actually 3rd overall on my list. It comes in 5th. But I'll take another one, and I will add to this list. The 4th worst twist in Survivor history is one that came only, never to be seen from again, in the current reigning champion of the biggest season in Survivor history. Winners at War. Michelle gets it, uses it twice successfully. The 50-50 die. I hate carnival games. I don't like bringing in stuff that I would play in Las Vegas into Survivor. A 50-50 chance on immunity where you just flip a coin. It says safe or not safe. Whoop-de-dee. You had the shot in the dark as one of your favorite Survivor challenges. It's on my list because it's a 1 in 6 chance of going home. The flipping of the die, and it's a comically large die with comically large font. They try to make it look like this old rock. It looks So stupid. I hate the 50-50 die, Bailey.
We vastly disagreed on some of our favorites. We are right there with each other on all of our least favorites. The 50-50 coin was so dumb. It served, again, just no purpose. It's just, like you said, all luck, all carnival games, and it's all dependent on who gets it. So, like, yeah, Michelle got it. I get it, whatever. But, like, to flip for your safety, the whole thing is just silly and pointless. And I agree with you fully, and I'm glad that that made both of our lists.
Well, the fact that we only have 3 left and Bailey is out of picks, so she definitely has all of these on the list. I'll take over and I'll have the final 3 worst twists in Survivor history because I do have a bunch. I will say right now, because we're here and it's my list, the honorable mention, the one of the 11 that isn't going to make this list here, safety without power. I don't like safety without power.
Yes.
I don't like you being able to say, like, I don't need to vote at tribal council. I'm just going to leave. I think it leaves your alliance members in terrible, terrible situations. No one can ever use this and not look like an asshole when they use it, unless you're really on the bottom and you use it and it's just it's like shot in the dark. It's just a last-ditch lifeline to give you another chance. I don't like safety without power, but that didn't make the worst 10 twists in Survivor history. Instead, to catch you up, 10th is the first impression vote out, R.I.P. Wanda. 9th is the triple idol phrases that turn into an immunity idol. 8th, Redemption Island. 7th, Extinction Island. 6th, the do or die carnival game. 5th, the hourglass, stupid ass hourglass. 4th, the 50-50 coin flip. And 3rd, the third worst twist in Survivor history is one that where if you use it, you are only looked at poorly, and it can never be used successfully. And in fact, what it gains you is so nothing in return that the juice is not worth the squeeze. The third worst twist in Survivor history is the steal a reward twist.
I feel like it's more of a commentary on the psychology of the person than it is on actual gameplay. Like, I just mean, it's something that, like, are you brutal enough to take letters from home from somebody? Like, are you hardcore enough that you are someone who has not eaten in a week, you're gonna take their Outback Steakhouse reward that they rightfully won? You know, it only serves a negative purpose for the person using it. There is no winning. Yes, you get food or you get whatever the reward is, but it doesn't matter in terms of what it's going to do to your gameplay, and it will inevitably negatively affect it. No ifs, ands, or buts.
I'm so happy I get to control this list because number 2 is most people's number 1. And number 1 for me is one that I don't think people think about often enough. So let's just jump right into it. The second worst twist in Survivor history is one that many people argue gave Yule his win in Season 13 Cook Islands and gave Tony Vlachos his win in Cagayan. It is the super immunity idol, where you can play this idol after the votes are cast. Harry Dietz is the first one to use it in Exile Island. He doesn't need to use it, but he can protect a vote. Literally, they say, Bailey, you have enough votes. You are the next person eliminated. You're the first member of the jury. And you go, nay, nay, Jeff.
Wait.
I have this super immunity idol. It is so powerful, Bailey, it never gets used. It is just something in your utility belt that people see there and go, oh man, we can't vote for him. We literally can't vote for Yule because then he will pick who gets to go out. We can't vote for Tony. He has a super idol. He lies about the super idol and says, I can actually use it at 4, so they actually don't vote him out at 4 because of this. But the fear of it alone is enough that the power never gets to get used.
It's like, what is it called? In Avengers, like getting all the stones, like Infinity Stones. It's like, you literally can't thwart it. Like, you can't. I mean, it's just, you can't flush it. You can't do anything. I mean, I guess the only way to handle it is just to all collectively go, all right, well, I guess we have no control over this. Let's all just vote Yule just to get it out of the way. And whoever he chooses goes home. It's too powerful. Like, how powerful is too powerful? This one. It's too much power in the game. You can't do anything with it. So I agree with you fully. It's just giving too much power. I love Yule. I love him so much.
Love Yule.
But
I think he plays a great game, by the way. I have Yule very high on my winner rankings. But the only thing worse than too much power, Bailey, is no power. And that's why the worst twist in Survivor history is drawing rocks for elimination.
I'm drawing rocks unless somebody's voting my way. I'm drawing rocks.
Okay, so I'll draw rocks too.
Okay, we're drawing rocks.
This happens for the first time, season 4. Pascal goes home. They don't use the pass votes. They instead have everyone pick a rock, and Pascal ends up drawing the bad rock. It goes home. It happens many times since then, most famously when Tyson and Sierra decide to draw rocks, and Tyson is safe, ends up winning his season because of drawing rocks. I understand that the producers of Survivor need to figure out a way to fix a tie, because there's many ways these tribal votes can get down to a tie. We've seen Sari go home without any votes on her because she was the only one that could be voted. It was Idol Armageddon. We've seen many things happen. But the fact that the last thing they can do is draw rocks, and we'll just take a guess on who goes out. I understand it's used as a tool. If me and Bailey are about to be voted out and they can't decide unanimously, they're going to now draw rocks, and they're the ones that are in danger. I understand the social ramifications of this game and the game mechanic. I just think this whole entire game, your whole entire chance to be a sole survivor, your whole entire chance at $1 million coming down to a game of chance is the stupidest way to go about it when we have fire making right there. I understand we usually have fire making for 2 people in a tie. Why can't we have it for 3, for 4? If we're drawing rocks and 4 people are up, why can't we have 4 fire making stations and the last one to light a fire goes home? Guarantee you that would get more people to flip votes knowing I can't make fire, or I'm really good at fire. Like, I guarantee you that would switch the game around. Drawing rocks, even for tribe switches, drawing rocks in any capacity is the worst twist in Survivor history. That's why we had Schoolyard pick as one of our top in the best twists in Survivor history, because there's actually an element of gameplay to it. When you're just drawing rocks and opening the game up to chance, it is the worst part of Survivor to me. I hate it every single time, especially when it decides who goes home. Bailey, what do you have to say about drawing rocks?
No, I 100% agree with you. I mean, I understand if they want to save the fire making challenge, fine. But I would rather watch them freaking weave palm fronds together and see who can do it the fastest in a minute. You know what I mean? Like, just challenge something.
Something.
Like, do something.
Something.
Like, skin a fish. I don't know. Descale a fish. Whatever. Like,
anything.
do something survival based that you at least get to win your position there. Because I agree. I understand that chance is a very big theme in Survivor. I get that. And I know we've disagreed on some aspects of that chance throughout the seasons. However, when it comes to actually leaving, you shouldn't leave that up to chance. I understand other things can leave it up to chance, and now you have to play more gameplay. You have to strategize differently. Sure, fine. You shouldn't get eliminated by chance.
I agree.
Something. We have so much money to spend on competitions and challenges. You couldn't think of another just 1 minute something that they can do versus each other? Like, I don't know. I agree with you fully. I hate leaving it up to rocks when it comes to someone's literal life in the game.
Yep, but that is it for the worst 10 twists in Survivor history. Hopefully we see none of these in season 50 as we build to the biggest season in Survivor history. And we have a lot coming down the pipeline for you guys. If you're watching The Traitors on Peacock, we're having little mini-sodes recapping each episode of The Traitors. We have guests coming on to talk about Survivor season 50, and we're going to have so much fun finding the idols thrown through California. We have so much fun stuff planned for you guys coming up in these next few months. And then when Survivor 50 hits, man, we're going to have an absolute blast watching it together. So if you like listening to us, for Bailey Buffs, for Tony Squares, we thank you. Survivor Squared, give us a like, give us a subscribe, help this channel grow. And until then, don't you dare tell me drawing rocks is good.